Hi everybody, welcome back to Artistically Inclined. This is Luna. Say hi, Luna. Say hi, Luna. So, hi. It's been a while. I've been really busy. I apologize. But this month is Disability Pride Month. Hello. Okay. Give me no warning. That's fine. It's Disability Pride Month, and I really wanted to, do some things for it, do something for it. I feel like I've just been very hi. I never know how to center and pick one topic because hi, I'm autistic. But I kind of reached out and I asked people what they would want to see. And one of the questions or suggestions I got was talking about whether I have ever had able-bodied people police the language I use for myself. Nothing really leaps to mind, to be honest. I think that's because when I refer to myself as a GIMP, which is a lot, they don't know what to do with that. I think a lot of them are confused. I think a lot of them don't know whether to laugh or gasp. And I also think they think of Pulp Fiction. So, yeah. However, there is something that kind of made me think of that I realize I haven't talked about a ton. And that is, like, I've always been physically disabled. I've always been on the spectrum. I wonder if you can hear my mother screaming in the background. But essentially, I've always had these things. However, I didn't always have a wheelchair. And I did spend the majority of my life having able-bodied people insinuate that I'm lazy, or I'm not hardworking enough, or I'm making it up. I was a dancer. I don't know if I've mentioned this. I feel like I definitely have. For those of you who don't know, I was a dancer. I used to teach dance. I used to do ballet exams. I used to do dance competitions when I was younger. And I was in it for years, to the point where I probably shouldn't have been. There were definitely things that I should not have been doing as someone with EDS, but I did it. And it was a really hard environment to be in once I knew I had a physical disability, once it was diagnosed, but I still didn't have the wheelchair, because people only know what they can see. And they would see a girl who could dance, and dance like well enough. And this is kind of where we're kind of going off the track here. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of where I like to say that fat phobia and ableism are best friends, because when you are a fat person, there is an underlying assumption that you are inherently lazy, that you are unhealthy, that, we know it, we live in society, we get it. And I think growing up as someone who's disabled and fat, you get the worst of both worlds. As a dancer, I would dance, I don't even know how many hours a week. I was still fat. And I would also, when I was diagnosed, I realized, oh, I need to start listening to my body. This is not normal pain. This is not pain that everyone deals with. And it's hard when you're a dancer and you are able to do all that, and then you suddenly have to start checking in more and start listening to your body more. It's hard enough as is. It's harder when there are teachers who are looking at you a certain way and who very obviously think you're making it up. So when I think of like able-bodied people policing my language, I think about able-bodied people who policed everything about me, who would, doubt that I was disabled in the first place, but also how I coped, how I dealt with it the best way I could. It's really hard when you have to start listening to your body all of a sudden when you've been pushing it nonstop. When you have people who, you look up to start to question it and start to doubt that you're telling the truth about how you're feeling, it's really hard, and it really causes a lot of issues in terms of trust in people. When I got my wheelchair, it was a completely different world. I felt like I had that identity now. I felt like disability was my identity and I didn't have to prove it anymore. It should have always been my identity. I should never have felt like I needed to prove it because it was always there. You can just, hello, you can just see it a little bit better now, a little more obviously. But there's a lot that I think about going back that I didn't think of at the time as ableist or demeaning or inappropriate. But if I look back, oh yeah, that's what that was. In terms of people now, I haven't gotten a ton of people trying to say you can't say the word gimp. Because quite honestly, if someone did that, I think I would laugh in their face. I think they know it wouldn't go well for them. I think that's maybe why people haven't done it. Anywho, this has been a hot minute. It has been 8 minutes. And that was longer than I intended. So we will say goodbye now. But thank you to the person who wrote that suggestion. Okay, you want down. I get it. Thank you. And I will see you soon and answer more things, suggestions, stuff like that in following videos. So yeah, stay tuned, stick around, have a fun, sweaty girl summer. Okay, bye.